Um, Same as it's always been. They're a team that can score the ball at a high clip. They get out in transition well. They got some good shooters, and they play small ball a lot. Really athletic team. You know, Basically everything has been the same for Oregon the past few years. Yeah.
They obviously won the Pac-12 tournament
Mm-hmm.
last year. Made a pretty good run. What sticks out about them for you? Like what's
I
the
mean,
one thing that when you look at when you're preparing for them
mm,
over the last now 4 years,
mm,
the one thing that you go, all right, gotta remember that.
we got to defend because they're one of the best scoring teams in the conference, if not the nation. So every year when we play Oregon, I know we got to really sit down and defend because if we're not prepared, we like lose sight of our man for 1 second or lose sight of an assignment, they'll burn you. So we just got to be focused for the whole 40 minutes.
When I talked to you right before you talked to your dad
Mm-hmm.
after the game, what was his reaction to you scoring 1,000?
Good job, son.
That was it.
Yeah, my dad's pretty low key about everything. I mean, he was happy for me, obviously, but he was just happy we won. He was like, forget the 1,000, like,
You hit the shot when you need to hit it.
oh, I mean, yeah, it's a big shot, but he was just happy that we won the game. He was like, well, just get some rest and then just get ready for the Oregon schools.
Do you have any idea how many points he scored? 'Cause I was looking and I couldn't find it.
What?
How many points your dad scored?
My dad, I know he told me his senior he averaged a little bit over 15, and because he only played for 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I think both years he probably averaged close to 15, so I don't know.
So
So,
he's in the rearview mirror.
yeah, yeah, 2 years, man. I've been here for 4 years. This is my fourth year. I got him for sure.
Yeah, but you had missed big chunks.
That's true. That's true. But I still don't think it's close. Yeah.
I know you're a team guy, but what does reaching that 1,000 milestone mean to you?
It means a lot, because I feel like I've always been a guy who's been unselfish. So, to have one individual award or like an individual accomplishment like that, it was cool. But I'm kind of happy it's behind me. People keep asking me about it going into the game. Oh, you're 3 points away from 1,000. Cool, I got it now. On to the Oregon schools. Yeah,
But at the end of the press conference of the previous game, like, yeah, I'll get it. Like
I got it.
my first shot, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's 38 minutes to get there.
Still got it like I said I would. Said I get next game and I got it.
When you think about everything you've gone through, all the injuries and everything, does it make it more rewarding to have
Yeah,
something like
I sat back and reflected on it for a little bit. I was thinking about where I started from freshman year to where I am now, and it was cool little moment. But at the end of the day, like I'm just trying to win ball games and like make a tournament run this year. So 1,000 points for my career is cool. Maybe it'll mean more to me down the road, but right now I'm just focused on like as winning as many games as possible.
Did it ever hit you? Because Konzo says something. He's like, he's been healthy the whole time. He had 1,700 by now. Did that ever?
Yeah, I did the math. I think I missed like 20 some games in my career, so that's a couple hundred points right there that I'm probably missing out on. But I don't know if I can go back in time and change it all. I wouldn't. I mean, I'm happy where I am today, and I just keep looking to get better every time I step on the court.
what's allowed you to keep coming back every time?
Uh,
Read out
definitely,
slowly
definitely my parents, my support system. They always make sure that I'm like mentally prepared and ready. And then I think Coach Martin's done a great job. The times I've been out, I've talked to people in the past and they've been hurt. They've said coaches have kind of like ignored them, but with Coach Martin, he's always done a good job of kind of like seeing where I'm at mentally. Always talk to me, like making sure my mind is strong before my body gets back because without your mind having the mental aspect of the game, physically you won't be able to do anything. So definitely my parents and coach for making sure I stay sane.
What's the best piece of advice your dad's given you?
Best piece of advice Pops has given me. He's given me so much advice over the years. It's kind of hard to pick one, but I guess for him, he's always saying stay positive. He was like, what's the point for being negative? You're already injured. That's negative right there. So why compound that with your own like negative thoughts?
Was there ever because you've been those few stretches, there's 6 games, 10 games here and there.
Hmm.
During one of those stretches, did he ever kind of have to remind you of that? Did it ever kind of snap you back? Oh, damn! Why am I getting on that myself?
Well, he would just say like just be ready when you come back. Like right now like you're hurt, but it's like continue to like watch, learn, and you come back to be ready to go. Cause it's like it's not gonna help feeling sorry for yourself. Cause what good will that do? And I think I've done that in the past, especially my first 2 years. While I get hurt, I get down on myself. I come back, play like crap. But it's like even this year when I got hurt, I was just positive the whole time because I was like I was ready to come back. And when I did come back, I think I did well. So
Do you remember a single time where he said it to you that really kind of changed your outlook?
uh, Probably last year after the tournament, cause I was so mad that I missed that game. He was saying, well, the season's over with, so all you can do is look forward to next year. So like, whatever feelings of like motivation you have right now, remember that. But at the same time, just once you get healthy, put the work in and get ready for next year.
Did he say that up there or when you got back home?
When I got back home, when I saw him that night. My mom came pick me up, and then I went to the house, hang out with my family, and then we talked all night basically. 'Cause I felt like I let the team down.
How late do you remember being up? 3, 4?
I don't know. I mean, Pops is pretty old. I don't think he can stay up to that.
So like 8.
8 o'clock late for me too. But nah, I don't know. We had long talks many times, and that was just one of them. I mean, we were up for a long time just talking. Mom was there too, but the messages.
Leave at some point.
Nah, she was there through it all. I mean, the message is always the same. It's like Jabari, like just stay positive, like just keep like fighting, like keep going through it, like you'll be fine.
Do you feel there's much of a challenge of, because obviously you wanted to play in the game so badly last year, how much of a challenge is it to keep focused on the day-to-day in-game thing? Because I know you guys by the tournament, like, if you guys get back to the tournament, I'm sure it's money that you'll relish. So how hard is it to not look ahead and just stay focused on the day-to-day?
Oh, at first it's really hard, but me, I've been injured so many different times that like you don't get used to it, but you know how to like get through it. So it's like first time it happened, freshman year, okay, like I struggled with it a little bit. Second time it happened, still kind of struggled, but like after last year, and I even like get hurt my back again this year, it's like you just kind of you mature. You learn from like what you did in the past, and like you just grow up. So this year, like when I was sitting out missing games, like I got down at some points. I'm not gonna lie, but for the most part, I always try to tell myself by the end of the day, like you'll be back soon, and once you come back, just be ready.
What's the most difficult part of the rehab process? Is it the physical aspect? Is it the mental aspect? Is it getting back in the court and, okay?
I think the hardest part is probably like watching, definitely watching, because like you want to get back out there, you know what you can do, and then you want to help the team. But mentally, that's the hard part too, 'cause like you gotta keep those like negative thoughts from creeping in. Always try to remind myself like be back soon. Just take it patiently, take it one day at a time. 'Cause like you can't rush. You rush, go back out there, get hurt again. You just prolong the injury. So
When Don came down on his back, and that's been your sore spot, no pun intended, over the last 2 years.
yeah,
When he comes down on his back, can you kind of help him, shepherd him along? Because that's your transmission. Like
yeah.
you got 2 legs, 2 arms, 2 shoulders. You got 1 back.
hmm I mean, when I saw him go down, I thought it was a tailbone at first. I didn't know if it was a back tailbone, whatever. But like the pain he looked like he was in, I knew something was really wrong with him. But Don, he's done a great job fighting through it. He's been trying to practice whenever he can, and I think he'll be ready to go by the time we get out to Oregon. But yeah, I haven't really had to tell him anything because like he's a tough player, tough kid, so he's fighting through it on his own. And like if he needs anything, he can always come to me, of course. But like I just always make sure to check in and see if he's all right, because I don't want him like to hurt it anymore.
Are there any former teammates of yours that have graduated and gone on that you are especially in close touch with or close with?
I'll probably talk to Tyrone the most. I mean, 'cause I played with him for 3 years. Yeah, he just came back. Obviously, like, a couple of games against Washington, but I probably keep in contact with him the most, see how he's doing. But yeah, I mean, during the season, like I don't really talk to too many different people besides my parents, because like I'm so focused on the season, what I'm doing with the team. I don't really reach out that much, but when I do have a chance, I've tried to check in on him.
The shot you hit at the end of the Washington State game last Saturday, did you ever have any doubt? I mean, you hadn't hit one yet. And do you have any doubt when you let it go that it was not going to go in?
Nah, I knew it was going in. I don't know. People always ask me like when you miss a bunch of shots, like sometimes in the past I would like pass up open looks. I think with the last game, people thought like my dad was like, you look like you weren't aggressive. I was like, nah, like I was trying to let the game come to me, and I was really trying to feed the big fella. Like looking at film, I probably passed up a few shots, but at the same time, wasn't trying to force it. I hadn't made any early, so I was like, if I get open, I'm gonna take it. And they left me open in crunch time, so I had to knock it down.
Anything else?
Yeah, one last question. As far as like players that are at the next level of NBA, any players who you feel like you either try to model your game after, or who remind you of you?
Yeah, I mean, I watch a lot of Klay Thompson. He's an excellent shooter. He's a guy who scores a lot of points without putting the ball on the floor, like, often. So I watch his game a lot. Obviously, you're going to be a fan of players like LeBron, KD, and Steph, because those are, like, the superstars. But for, like, somebody who's, like, a really, really good player in the NBA that doesn't have, like, all the, the acclaim. Klay Thompson, somebody I really watch a lot. I also who's another guy? DeMar DeRozan too, because his mid-range game. But he's another guy. He's a superstar. So I don't know. I watch a lot of different players, but mostly wing players. Oh, Jimmy Butler's another guy I watch. He does it on both ends. And you saw when he first came in, he was just a defender. Now he's a all-around guy where he can put the ball on the floor. He gets assists. He's hitting jumpers everywhere on the court. So this guy's like that. Yeah, I noticed that Klay was here at the end of the game. I saw him sitting court, so I didn't notice until probably a minute left.
Did it ever register oh yeah, it's Washington State, that's why he's here?
Nah, I mean, I was in the middle of a game. I wasn't really too concerned about who was sitting courtside of our game, but I saw him sitting there for a little bit. So
You ever talked with him? Have you ever interacted with him?
do not know Klay Thompson personally. Yeah.